The government has shut down. Here are 100 things that happen during a government shutdown. Welcome back to the Rob Report, where money meets news. Tonight, we're breaking down 100 things that happen during a shutdown across 10 areas of American life. Let's get into it. Government workforce. 1. Hundreds of thousands of federal employees are furloughed without pay. 2. Essential workers like TSA and Border Patrol must still work without pay until funding resumes. 3. Federal employees' morale declines sharply. 4. Employees often take out loans or rely on savings to cover bills. 5. Delays in hiring and onboarding new federal workers. 6. Federal contractors face payment disruptions. 7. Many contractors are laid off because they aren't guaranteed back pay. 8. Retirement spikes among federal employees due to uncertainty. 9. Federal unions file complaints and lawsuits. 10. Training programs for federal employees pause. Now, onto markets and finance. 11. Investors turn cautious. 12. The volatility in the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 and Dow Jones increase. 13. Safe haven assets like gold may rise. 14. Treasury yields fluctuate due to fiscal concerns. 15. Credit rating agencies warn of possible U.S. downgrade. 16. Consumer confidence falls. 17. U.S. borrowing costs may rise. 18. Stock markets historically dip during long shutdowns. 19. The bond market factors in government instability risks. 20. Hedge fund exploits volatility with short-term trades. Moving on to economic impact. 21. GDP growth slows the longer the shutdown lasts. 22. Small business depend on federal loans can't access funds. 23. SBA loans process halts. 24. Federal contractors lose billions in aggregate. 25. Local economies around DC suffer, like restaurants and services. 26. National economic output is reduced by billions of dollars per week. 27. Consumer spending falls due to unpaid workers. 28. Airline, travel, and tourism see demands fall. 29. Housing markets slow because FHA and VA loans stall. 30. Economic ripple effects spread across states with high federal workforce. Now to social services. 31. SNAP, food stamps, faces disruptions if prolonged. 32. WIC, the nutrition for women and infants pauses after emergency funds run dry. The 10F, welfare, may lapse depending on states' reserves. 34. Federal school lunch reimbursements are delayed. 35. Affordable housing support, like the HUD vouchers, are delayed. 36. Head Start's program may close. 37. Grants to nonprofits are frozen. 38. Child care program funded by federal money close. 39. Tribal communities lose federal supports. And 40. Social Security offices remain open, but with delays. Now to healthcare. 41. Medicare and Medicaid continues, but new applications face delays. 42. NIH halts clinic trials for new patients. 43. CDC furlough workers, reducing disease monitoring. 44. The FDA pauses routine safety inspections. 45. The drug approval process slows down. 46. Veterans' medical care continue, but claims may backlog. 47. Health-related search grants are frozen. 48. Emergency preparedness planning weakens. 49. Public health communications slows. 50. Federal opioid programs funding pauses. A big one, national security. 51. The military remains active, but pay may be delayed. 52. Intelligence agencies scale back non-critical analysis. 53. Training exercises are postponed. 54. Civilians, Pentagon employees furloughed. 55. Defense contractors lose billions in halted contracts. 56. Some cyber defense operations slow. 57. Federal security upgrades delayed. 58. Border wall, immigration court cases are delayed. 59. Coast Guard suffers pay freezes. 60. Military families face financial strain. Moving on to immigration and travel. 61. Immigration courts face backlogs. 62. Visa processing slows. 63. Passport applications are delayed. 64. TSA still operates, but with unpaid staff. 65. FAA workers are unpaid. Air traffic controllers still work. 66. Flight delays more likely due to staff shortages. 67. Customs processing slows down. 68. Immigration enforcement continues, but with low morale. 69. Refugee settlements halts. 70. Foreign businesses delay visas. Environment and parks. 71. National parks close or run skeleton staff. 72. Trash piles up in open access parks. 73. Scientific research at federal labs halt. 74. NOAA research ships docked. 75. Weather forecast may be disrupted. 76. Environmental enforcement action delays. 77. The EPA monitoring programs, they pause. 78. Wildlife and wildfire management programs are delayed. 79. Fish and wildlife refuges partially closed. 80. Federal climate change research halts. Now to the education and research. 81. Federal student aid processings are delayed. 82. Pell Grants and student loans eventually stall. 83. Federal research grants are frozen. 84. Universities lose grant payments. 85. Academic conferences are funded by the federal agencies are canceled. 86. Federal libraries and archives access are restricted. 87. Census and data collection pause. 88. Education Department furloughs staff. 89. Federal job training program halted. 90. Teachers in federally supported schools go unpaid. And finally, to the legal and justice systems. 91. Federal courts run until funds are exhausted, then slow operation. 92. Criminal cases are prioritized. Civil cases are delayed. 93. The FBI agents work unpaid. 94. ATF investigation slows. 95. Federal prisons maintain skeleton crews. 96. U.S. attorneys' offices delay civil litigations. 97. Federal public defenders go unpaid. 98. Federal witnesses and jurors may go unpaid also. 99. Backlog of cases increase nationwide. 100. Immigration detention hearings are delayed. And that is 100 things that happen when the government shuts down. From workers to wallets to courts to classrooms and America's global standing. That wraps up this video. You've been watching The Rob Report, where money meets news. Don't forget to like, drop your thoughts in the comment section, and subscribe so you stay ahead of headlines that hits not only the markets, but your wallets. I'll see you in the next video.